Who, Dalek, the 6th episode of Series 1 is written by Robert Shearman and starring Christopher Eccleston and Billy Piper. So it's the episode where they return the Doctor's oldest enemy and the most iconic monster of Doctor Who, the Daleks, with their famous catchphrase, "Exterminate." Although we have only one Dalek in this episode. So yeah, it was the only episode that Robert Shearman has written. Sadly he didn't do more. I wish he did, but he did the audio episode, the Jubilee, which I haven't listened to. But I heard it's great. So yeah, the Doctor and Rose land in Van Statten's museum in 2012, which is the Olympic times. They have a lot of alien stuff. They've got Milometer from Roswell's spaceship, chunks of meteorite, Slitheen's arm, and the head of Cyberman, which that version is from Revenge of the Cybermen, which is Tom Baker's episode. The vacuum looking design. So we have the museum boss called Henry Van Statten, played by Corey Johnson. He's done a great job playing the boss that you'd hate, especially with the memory wipe for anyone who's sacked from the job, which is very dangerous stuff. I can tell everyone didn't actually find it funny when Van Statten says, "Intruder window, that was funny." I think Anna-Louise Plowman, who played Diana Goddard, is great as well. I really like that rock when you stroke it gently and it makes a music sound. I wish I have one. When Van Statten takes the Doctor to show him an alien being that he called Metaltron, which turns out to be a lone Dalek wrapped in chains. That's actually well revealing, especially for those who has never watched the classic era. It's like they were created of the Daleks' first story, which is the Daleks back in 1963. Last time we saw Daleks on screen it was the 1988 episode Remembrance of the Daleks, so 17 years. Christopher Eccleston's portrayal as the Doctor, the way he shouts at the Dalek in the cage and in the scene where he was talking to the Dalek on screen, when he's like, "Why can't you just die?" That was pretty badass. I like Bruno Langley as Adam Mitchell. I thought he was great. He's the character that buys catalogues and artifacts for Van Statten. And every time when you mention Pepper Potts, I keep thinking of Gwyneth Paltrow's character in Iron Man, where she played Pepper Potts, which is Tony Stark's wife. Poor Doctor that was topless and gets tortured to give Van Statten the information. Rose has pitied a Dalek as she doesn't know what the Dalek is, and to her the Dalek seems very lonely and sad, but she touched it and came alive and revealed itself. And I love the music for that scene by Murray Gould. The Dalek is well updated compared to the classic era. The extermination scene is pretty neat with the effects. It has similar to Remembrance of the Daleks with the skeletons showing up, and the 60s and 70s where the entire screen turns like blue and white, which is cool. In the bit where the Dalek managed to hover up the stairs, apparently that's not the first time you see the Daleks do that. Oh no. There was a scene in Remembrance of the Dalek where the Imperial Dalek managed to hover up the stairs in the cellar, and in the Dalek's Invasion of Earth back in William Hartnell's era, there was a scene where the Dalek hovered itself out of the London Thames. So there's no escape from the Daleks. The shooting scene is a blast to watch. The moments where the Dalek couldn't kill Rose because she gave the Dalek an emotion and all it wants is a sunlight. And I can understand why the Doctor wanted to destroy the Dalek, because they're the ones that create the Time War and causes the extinction of the Time Lords and destroyed Gallifrey. The Dalek showing emotion, getting tortured and committing suicide, I think that's the time where we feel sorry for a Dalek, which I'm not sure if that's right. So yeah, in the end, Van Statten gets memory wiped because of the death of his staff that was done by a Dalek. And Adam Mitchell decides to travel with the Doctor and Rose because he wants to see the stars. And I think this episode is a great start for 21st century Dalek appearances. I'd love to hear what you guys think of the episode. Drop it down in the comments below as always. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.